Hey guys, welcome to Dabbling with Deborah again. Once again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and catching up with me and following me and subscribing, guys. I'm so excited. I am so happy. I have seriously stepped in and y'all have welcomed this girl really good and I'm really excited, guys. So this show that we're about to do, or this little chit chat we're about to do, guys, is about my wife, Crystal, almost dying, 8 months after we're into our relationship, guys. So please, guys, go get you something to snack on, go get you something to eat, guys, or whatever you want to do, guys, because this one is going to make you fall out of your chair. Stay tuned. The first time when me and Crystal got together, guys, we were in a relationship for 8 months, and here's my birthday, and I have a lot of friends, and they were like, we're gonna go watch a show, and then we're going to go dancing and drinking. And I'm like, sure, go out to eat and everything. So I invited Crystal, and then there's 15 of my friends. And so we're all about to go out, and we ended up at the bar, and then all of a sudden, guys, one of my exes from Texas comes through. And, the sad part about it is, I haven't seen her in 6 months. And here I got my, girlfriend, Crystal, that I've been dating her for 8 months. And then I seen this girl, and, this is my 40th birthday. And, we're all having a good time and partying it down. And then all of a sudden from a crowd, you just see her walking through. And, I'm like, damn, because before when I used to date this girl, I had to tell her how to dress. So she's coming in. I don't know where she went, but she went to go find someone to help her dress because she's floating through. And then all of a sudden she starts coming through, and my heart's kind of beating. I'm like, oh shit. Because if y'all know Crystal, she's a little bit, she does not like nobody around me. That she's the kind of person that, if you're gonna go somewhere and let's just put it Crystal's like a dog. When you're gonna own your spot and you pick up your leg and you pee on it. That's her, straight up. Anyway, so my ex-girlfriend is coming through, and Crystal sees her, and Crystal just if looks could kill, Crystal would have already done chopped off her neck. This girl would have been laying there, with her pacemaker, long story. But so here comes this girl, and she comes and she gives me a hug, and I'm like, damn, she even smells good, But my heart's for my girl, because I've been with her, so I love her and all this. But I'm like, what's going on here? And and it helps that that she was a millionaire, so she had a lot of money. But anyway, guys, and I'm not saying nothing, boo, because, you work for UPS, and, I make good money too. But you know what I'm saying, guys, a lot of money, she's smelling good, and she looks fat as fuck. So anyway, so she pulls up, she gives me a hug, and I'm like, okay. Well, anyway.
She smells good one more time.
Anyway, guys, but she did. And she looked really, guys, she really did. So Crystal, I guess she felt a certain way. And so here we are, they're doing the line dances. There's a lot of line dances going on at this bar, guys, and we're at a gay lesbian bar, so we're just feeling all the groove, and it's my 40th birthday. And then all of a sudden I see Crystal, and she just walks away, so I'm thinking that she's walking to the bar to grab us something to drink. So I'm on the floor, and I'm doing the line dances, and my ex-girlfriend is just all up in me doing these line dances. She don't even know how to do them, but she's just and we're like, excuse me, it's just move on. So we're sitting there, and, I'm like, where's Crystal? Why is she not my bodyguard? What's going on here? That she's not, and, we're back to, and, bending up. And I'm like, where is she at? She's gone. So, I get off the dance floor, and my ex is still, all up on me. And I'm like, what is going on? So I go ask my best friends, because there's 10 or 15 of us there. So I go ask my best friend, where did Crystal go? And she's like, I think she went to the bathroom. And then one's like, no, I think she went outside. And I'm like, what? So here I am, and I'm like, okay, let me go look through the bathroom, and it's very crowded, guys. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm looking through the stalls, and there's no Crystal. So I'm blowing up her phone, and I can't hear nothing, and she's not, it's going to voicemail or whatever. And I'm like, what's going on? So then a friend says, she walked outside in the front. So guys, where we're at, there's two major intersections, because we're in deep town in Fort Worth, in Texas, and we're partying at this one big crowd, and it's very crowded. And this is around November, and so it's kind of chilly, and so I'm looking for everywhere. The whole parking lot's full. I cannot find Crystal. So 40 minutes later, I'm mad. I'm walking barefooted. I can't find Crystal. And then when I'm walking across the street, my phone rings, and it's Crystal. And so it's like, ding, and I'm going, hello, and she goes, and I'm like, what, where are you? And she's like, and I'm like, I can't understand you. She goes, I'm in the parking lot. And I'm like, what happened? And I can't. And then so I'm like, guys, she's in the parking lot. So I run. So I run in and I go tell my friends, we found her. She's in the parking lot. I'm like, bitch, go deal with your little girl. Because she's a little younger than me. So it's like, go deal with your Happy Meal. Go get you a babysitter. Because your trick already done. And I'm like, guys, like, oh. So one of my friends was like, you know what? Let me go help you. Well, then when we're outside, and, she's like, I can't find Crystal still. We can't hear. It's crowded. It's pounding. I can't hear her, nothing. Well, my other friend's like, I'm leaving. Well, then all of a sudden, this one lady comes out, and, she's Hispanic female, and she's like, I'll help you find her. And I'm like, thank you so much, like my knight shining armor. And I'm like, thank you so much. She says, maybe you should call her phone, and let's see if it'll ring. And in the parking lot, we'll just walk around and split up. And I'm like, okay, good idea. So here I go, and then all of a sudden, the phone starts ringing, and you can kind of hear it, but you can't hear it. And that one lady, I didn't even catch her name yet, and she's like, oh my God, I found her, she's over here. And so I run, and she's just laying, like on a fence, just like laying there. Her spit is coming out, guys, and she's just laying there. And I'm like, oh my God, like, is she dead? And I'm gonna try to smell her, try to like, nothing, girls. And she just like, I smacked the shit out of her, and she and she kind of like gets up, so she's breathing, and she can't walk. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pick her up, like I can't pick her up, So that girl goes, don't worry about it, I can do it for you. I was in the military. And I'm like, okay. So she's gonna take her to my truck. So I'm looking for the keys because Crystal drove. So I find my keys, and that lady just picks her up and then throws her over her shoulder. Well, during the process, we're walking to my truck. I'm noticing that this lady is like just whacking the shit out of herself. Just kept hitting her, and just, and I'm all like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, I thought something was, she just kept smacking herself and just like really hard. And Crystal's just there like, and she's just smacking herself. And I'm all like, oh my God, take me to my truck. Just leave me alone. Like, oh my God, this is scary. I don't know what the hell just happened. So she puts Crystal in my truck, and my friends call me, and they're like, we're going to meet you at the house. We'll pick up some food. And I'm like, go put your girl in bed, babysit or whatever, making fun of me. So guys, I don't know what's going on. So I take Crystal to my house. I put her in one of the rooms, and I cover her up, and I throw her, and just leave. My friends come over. We're partying. It's my birthday, guys. I'm 40 years old. We're partying. And then all of a sudden, someone's like an hour like, whatever happened to your friend Crystal, your girlfriend? I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, my God, she's in the bedroom. Let me go check on her. So, guys, I go to the room. I open the door. I turn on the light. And when I turn on the light, I'm like, oh my God, like what the hell, guys? She looked like a big old giant balloon. Her head was so swollen. Her lips were so big. Like, she was like this. And I'm like, are you okay? And what were you doing, baby? You were like, And I'm like, oh my God, guys, I was so freaking out. I got so scared. And I just kept staring at her, and I thought she's got something's wrong with her. So I went and got some Benadryl, and I was gonna give her one, but then I thought, 'cause she was so big, I thought, fuck, I'm gonna give her two. So I gave her 2 Benadryl, guys. I put some cold packs on her, like really bad cold packs on her, and I threw her back in bed. And
what about 911?
You're right.
That probably would have been a good idea then. But like I said, it was my 40th birthday. I was drinking. And you're lucky that I even thought it was about some damn Benadryl for your ass. So 911 at this point was not even in my mind. We were like at 3 o'clock in the morning. She's even lucky that I went to go check on her, because my friend was like, what's going on? Where's your girlfriend? I was like, oh shit, let me go look for her. And then went to go look for you. So then the next day, guys, I go to her, and I wake up, and she's just sitting there, and she's crying. And, and I'm like, oh my God, man, I might have to take you to 911. So I rushed her to the hospital, Harris, downtown. Guys, she almost died. Straight up. What did they say that happened to you?
I went into anaphylactic shock.
So we went back because she lost her glasses. So we decided to go look what happened and see what the scenery was. Guys, no shit. There was a pile about this big. that she done laid on an ant bed, that they look like, I mean, King Kong ants, those big giant red ones, those, not those little tiny ones, those big old giant red ones, like big ones. They were, I mean, guys, everywhere, like on her eyeballs. She looked like she had, I mean, chicken pox, but like exploded all over her, all in her ear, all in her nose. I mean, she was swollen. She was still swollen. So they ended up saying that you had what?
Anaphylactic shock.
And she almost died. So we were like, oh my God, she lost her glasses, guys. You know what? And we were like, how did she lose her glasses? Like, you know, so we think because those ants were so big, they must have somehow just and took those damn glasses because we could not find her glasses. So anyway, guys, so she was bit up all over the place. They said that, you know, she could have died. And I asked her, what happened? How did we get to this point? So, Boo, tell them what happened.
A little bit of alcohol.
Well, when my girlfriend popped in and she came and gave me a hug, she couldn't.
Your girlfriend?
I mean, my ex. Oh. Sorry. And did you see how my wife corrected me? My wife corrected me. I mean, it was like 11 years ago, so get over it. But anyway, I mean, we got married. I
still have the scars.
I mean, she really does, guys. Like, it was pretty bad. She was swollen, like, God, she looked. I mean, I was even thinking to myself the next day, like, do I really want to be with her? Because this could be scarred the fuck up. Like, we could have some issues. But I make sure I put some good Avalon, you know, some stuff, you know, Mexican techniques, so we can fix her so she won't look all jacked up. Just around her legs and her back, but that's covered up. But we're good with that.
She was only worried about the face.
Yeah, just the face got me. And she doesn't even drink. She don't even drink alcohol. And she said that she walked outside and...
I just needed to go be able to get sick without anybody seeing me.
Well, she got more than sick. She got that. She got her ass bit up. Literally.
I sat in between two cars, had my moment, and was just relaxing for a
You
second.
had your moments, guys. I swear to God. Can you imagine the ants taking her glasses? Because they were big. Those big red ants. I mean, so she anyway, guys. That's the story. And just want to let y'all know she's okay. She made it alive. Just a little bit of scars. And then she got a little, you know, she didn't go to work for like a couple of weeks because it was messed up. She even got bit up in her ears. Like all in her, like everywhere you can, in her head, in her butt crack, name it, guys. Between her toes, everywhere. Like, I stopped counting after like 1,000. They said she was literally like, the doctor was like, why didn't you bring her in the hospital? I was like, it was my birthday, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Please don't forget, like, follow, and share. Guys, if you made it through and you enjoyed this show, please leave an rainbow emoji. So happy, guys. Please subscribe. And if it makes you happy, guys, don't forget to share. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day or great evening or great whatever's going on in your life. Bye.